I don't know about you, but I love the city. So many people coming together to do so many things in so many places, but recently that so many is starting to feel like so little. A Tale of Two Cities feels more real than ever, with soaring costs of living and insufficient social services to boot. But I'm not here to tell you everything you already know. I'm here to tell New York to dream big when it comes to local government, with legislators who listen to the people, compromise solutions that will last in the long term, and better social welfare. My name is Kyle Gutierrez, and I'm running to be New York City's first independent mayor to make that dream a reality. Our city should be built on mutual aid, not distrust and exploitation. Not only do we have to reshape the social standard for how we should help each other, but drastic changes need to be made in the legislation to rid the city of the blatant corruption and greed that harms the working class. We have private universities that get hundreds of millions of dollars in tax exemptions, while public colleges lose funding year after year. The real estate market essentially controls the city, but never gives back. Rent prices are skyrocketing, while building owners try to evict elderly tenants who have lived in their buildings longer than their landlords have even been alive. And I'm so sorry that you won't be able to buy a second penthouse from all the money you demand from struggling families if we put in rent freezes. That must really be hard for you. Addressing climate change and climate justice is imperative to the future of our city. But with every push to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions, there's always an initiative to soften the regulations and provide loopholes for those who can afford it. The city needs to close those loopholes and enforce strict climate policy, but also allocate resources to help small businesses and homeowners reach these regulations without being harmed in the process. The city government is riddled with issues that need to be addressed for the greater good, and that starts with changing our financial and legislative priorities. We need to reinvest the people's money into mental health and addiction resources, education, arts programs, public libraries, and the many organizations that feed and house those in need, instead of funneling taxpayer dollars into foreign intervention and law enforcement tactics that only contribute to an endless cycle of violence. We over-police public transit to enforce rising fare costs, yet our buses are often inconvenient and our train stations are never clean. The solutions to these problems are not one-size-fits-all, and they will come from working with community organizers and policy analysts, not some self-serving aristocrat. New York City's government needs to grow a backbone and run the city for the people who actually care about the city. We need a mayor who lends open ears to the community but remains steadfast in their values, and I'm no pushover. Whoa! In all seriousness, what's the point of free speech if no one is listening? I believe that government is great in theory, but time and time again, past administrations have harmed the people that they claim to serve, and they lose the trust of their constituents in the process. We need a mayor whose only loyalty is to the public good, not some political party or rich investors, you, the people. That's why a vote for Kyle Gutierrez is really a vote for yourself.